Hello, we're back with more random battles, not to the top, but the World Cup of random battles. So we're against Team Germany, I believe, this time. So we have Embor into Leafeon, we have a Chansey, this is a good lead matchup. Rotom is Scarf, that's cool, we have some speed on the team. Sudowoodo Bandit, okay. Sandaconda can be like a late game win con, Coil Glare. Grumpig, cool, so we have ideas, maybe we Coil for Embor or Grumpig. They should be switching out here. I could see them double edging too if they want a little bit of chip, but they have to be scared of like Scarf Flare Blitz. I could greed a Bulk Up, which isn't even that terrible. I'm going to Trailblaze though. They should be switching out. They go to Walking Wake. So this is very good for me because I do have Chansey who can switch in. They can also Flip Turn. So Flip Turn is realistic, but I don't really gain a ton from staying in because they could just use a water move. A Choice Specs Hydro Pump is cool. They don't know I have Chansey. I'm going to go Chansey, but I have to be careful. If I go to Chansey and, eventually they go Leafeon, if they Swords Dance on maybe a switch to Embor, for example, they can double edge through my entire team. I have no switch into that. So I'm going to go to Chansey here. They Hydro Pump 20 Choice Spec. So that means I do have a counter in Chansey. So that's good. Leafeon still a threat. I can T-Wave, but I think Stealth Rock is just better long-term value. So I'm going to try Stealth Rocking here. They go to Kricketune, which is bad. It means that they have Sticky Web. My entire team is in fact weak to Sticky Web, but it's not bad. It is kind of bad. So I have to play my Rotom carefully. Rotom is how I can overcome Sticky Web. Embor is a pretty solid switch now. I have some interesting ideas where I can try to Terra Fight on Walking Wake. Maybe I get a Trailblaze off. Maybe that's my idea. I could also go straight for the punish. I go Sudowoodo immediately, and I have Choice Banded Head Smash, which I think I like more than Embor. The main problem is Embor isn't doing enough to Walking Wake yet. So I'm going to have to be careful because that Sticky Web is a problem. I can keep Chansey around for late game ideas. For now, we're going to throw off Banded Head Smash. Here we go. Let's see what we have. The Sticky Web is tricky because that combination, Leafeon and Sticky Web, is really going to be tricky. Let's see what they have for Banded Head Smash. Best case scenario, they probably just knock off here. So I have an idea. If they knock off, I knock out Kricketune. They're going to go to Walking Wake. And I'm going to Head Smash on Flip Turn. Is that even a good idea? Or should I just play it safe and go to Chansey? Okay, yeah, so this is what I'm planning. We do hit. They're going to go to Walking Wake. If they go to Walking Wake, I'm going to Head Smash on Flip Turn. Because is that really what I want to do? Because, I don't know. Because they could easily Hydro Steam. Then I go, if that happens, I can go to Chansey. The thing is, on a Sticky Web team, I do like having Sucker Punch. Because I want some form of speed. So I do want to keep Sudowoodo around for that speed control. I'm not very comfortable. Even though I have a Pokemon advantage, the combination, that Leafeon Sticky Web combination is very, very annoying. They're also giving me some information that they're probably not that good into Head Smash. Because instead of switching out, they just went for knockoff. So they probably don't have a Head Smash switch in either. So I'm expecting maybe they don't have a Steel type. Can I make that conclusion? Not really, right? It's still tricky. They don't have like a Rhyperior maybe. I don't know. It's definitely tricky, but they did knock off to get rid of Band. They go to Crawdaunt, okay. So this is a problem. So here's my thing. They are definitely going to use a water move. There's no point knocking off into Sudowoodo because I have Wood Hammer. I'm going to go Rotom on Crabhammer. I want to keep my Sucker Punch around. So I'm going to go Rotom here. Yep, there we go. I don't like that crit. I definitely don't like that crit. But, it's a risk you're going to take with that high crit move. So now I have a Volt Switch. I'm still very scared of Leafeon. But I'm going to have a Volt Switch into Crawdaunt here. And I'm guessing they don't have a ground type because I think you would have used that versus Sudowoodo, maybe. I might be reading too much into it, but I think they don't have a ground type because they would have used it versus Sudowoodo instead of knocking off. But you can't really make that conclusion because there's too many variables you don't know. Maybe they just figured Crickettoon's never good because it's fodder for Emboar, right? Maybe that's what their thought process. So you don't know for sure, but I have a feeling that they don't have a ground type. Anyway, we'll go for Volt Switch here. That Leafeon, it's going to be tricky. Oh, the good thing is we do have like terrestrialization options too. And worst case scenario, what is the damage? Leafeon on Chansey, it does 60 to 65 with Leaf Blade. So I can trade it for a Thunder Wave, but I can't do that if it has Substitute. So this is a problem. Leafeon's a problem. But I did want to keep my Sucker Punch around. I'm just disconnecting, holy. So they did go to Leafeon. I think my internet's just fried right now. Okay, so I did Volt Switch for 21. I'm going to go to Emboar, because that's literally my best Pokemon into Leafeon. So I'm going to go Emboar. I'm going to Drain Punch. They could do Ultimate Greed and Swords Dance on a non-Flare Blitz. I think I just Drain Punch. Okay, they go to Dedenne. I'm going to Drain Punch again on like a U-turn or a Nuzzle, or a, what do you call, like a... Basically, Chansey's too threatening here, so I think they might Super Fang or U-turn or something, right? So I'm hoping for the U-turn into Walking Wake is what I'm hoping for here. Super Fang, that's fine. Critical hit, we take that. Cool. I'm going to Flare Blitz now. Do I want to keep Emboar's HP for Leafeon? I don't think I need to because I've weakened Leafeon enough that I can take it on with Sucker Punch and like Volt Switches and stuff. And I do have Terra options on Sandaconda too, so I don't think I need to do that. I'll Flare Blitz now. Almost got that predict right. Well, I'm gonna call my shot here. Yep, there we go. Got the Drain Punch in, probably on Dedenne, if I had to guess. Called my shot correctly there. Yep, into Dedenne. I just Flare Blitz here. Yeah. Okay, get rid of that. Yeah, I think this is going fine. Leafeon still a big threat though. Leafeon still very threatening. Yeah, Stealth Rock is such a good move. Look at how much damage we racked up from Stealth Rock. We're racking up 1, 2, like literally almost 100% of damage from Stealth Rock alone. Very, very valuable move. I think we're going to have to beat Sandaconda Terra Steel is what we're playing for. But again, it's very, very up in the air. And we don't really want to let them know we're weak to Leafeon either. And just for a damage calc, Leaf Storm into Leafeon does 35. That's the damage we're looking at. We do have ideas where we can trick the Leafeon too, if that's also an idea. Tricking Leafeon would be kind of cool. They go to Crawdon. I'm going to get farmed. That's fine. We go to Leafeon, Rotom Mow here. Free Volt Switch. Aqua Jet doesn't do enough. Keep momentum up. Another Leafeon switch. Okay. Now this is tricky. I don't have a switch in. If I go to Sudowoodo, I can live a Leaf Blade. I don't know if that's good enough though. I don't even want to immediately Sandaconda Terra. Do I go Grumpig? Grumpig would live knockoff. But if I go to Grumpig... Okay, does Grumpig outspeed Crawdon after I lose speed? No, Crawdon does outspeed Leafeon. So if I go to Grumpig... One, they have this raw Crawdon switch on Grumpig. A little bit risky. I don't know if they're going to do that. But either way, they can maybe Dragon Dance on a Focus Blast, which would be annoying. I feel like Grumpig... I want to go Grumpig and Focus Blast, but that's so bad if the attack misses, right? Because I'm thinking maybe they Terra Dark even. I don't think they Terra Dark. It actually makes them too weak to Rotom. Chansey's good into Walking Wake. Sudowoodo. You know what? I think Grumpig feels like the least valuable Pokemon because it's always farmed by Crawdon. Now I have a decision to make. It's Life Orb, by the way. It's confirmed Life Orb. It's just a tricky situation. I want a Focus Blast. I really want a Focus Blast on a Crawdont switch. Yeah, the fact that I still have Sandaconda makes me happy. Yeah, I'm just going to Psychic here. But they could try and thread the needle and go Crawdont. They just can do that. They can do that, so I Psychic. I mean, do I Psychic? This is tricky. The main thing is I don't want to play with the 70% accurate move on Leafeon. Yep, okay, got the Psychic off. Get rid of the leftovers, get rid of Leafeon. If they go Crawdont, we have Focus Blast. They're going to have to play for Dodge, or maybe they go Walking Wake. Still feeling comfortable, though. 5-on-3, we have Terra. I'm a big fan of Sandaconda. The main thing, Glare, is just really nice on Sandaconda. We have Chansey. If the final attacker is a special attacker, we have Chansey for that. Sucker Punch Sudowoodo. We have Head Smash on that. We have Trick. Rotom Mode Trick is good for any random setup sweepers they have in the back. I'm feeling confident here, but it's always scary when you don't know the last Pokemon. This doesn't have Quick Attack, so Rotom can farm that with Volt Switch. Okay, cool. Okay. Honestly, is it Sandaconda time? I think it's Sandaconda time. What switches into Stone Edge? If they can't even tear it, so Stone Edge just does a lot of damage to everything. Yeah, we'll Stone Edge. Cool. U-turn variant? Yeah, this is feeling good for Rotom Mo. Yep, that is Life Orb confirmed. We can give up Sudowoodo now. Don't need it anymore. And we have enough T-Wave to solve all our problems, and we have Volt Switches, we have everything. Yep, perfect. Go to Rotom. But be careful. You don't want to lose to like random Terra fights, but we have enough Pokemon to be fine. Yep, they go to Scyther. If they Terra fight... Do I just trick the Scarf on that? Is that what I'm playing for? No, I'm fine. The U-turn. That's fine. They could try and catch me in the Vortex here. Which would be tricky, I guess. That's Glare. Because I'm thinking, if they attack me, then I can T-Wave. Do I want to do that? Oh, am I in a Vortex here? Let's be careful. I think it's still fine. The problem is I don't want to have to... So, Terragrass Leaf Storm just KOs everything now, but I don't want to have to rely on a 90% accurate move. I think we played so well. We should play for more than a 90% win. How much does Rotom do to Walking Wake? I think I do have to leave. I think it will come down to Leaf Storms, actually. Yeah, it will come down to Leaf Storms. The Hydro Pump, that's good. Okay. Perfect. Soft boiled. Yeah, this is fine now. Go to Scyther. We're Terra Ghosting to put Scyther in range of Volt Switch. Yeah, none of this matters anymore. Yeah, wrap it up, wrap it up. Okay, this is a one game from here on out. Yep, we're putting it in Volt Switch range. Alright, now we're going to head on to game 2. Alright, into game 2, and if they have knockoff, I'm kind of cooked, so I should switch. But I have Magnezone, which is pretty much their counter. Quaquaval is kind of cool. Love Disc is terrible. It has the lowest win rate out of every Pokemon ever, so that's kind of annoying. Dialga good, Cleaver kind of cool. This is not a good team. I'll be honest. It's an below average team. But we have to make it work. Let's go Magnezone. I don't want to risk knockoff. If they have knockoff, so either they're more scared of me than I am from them, or they're gonna knock off. Either way, I don't know what's up, so it's too risky to stay in anyway. So I will go Magnezone here. Something interesting they can do. They can use an electric move predicting me to switch. They do have knockoff. Good switch for me. But what do I do now? I don't have a ton of great options either. Because they 2-hit KO me with Surf. I mean, this is just a tough matchup, kind of, because of knockoff, but I'll Body Press. Body Press into Crocodile, that's good damage. Okay. Quaquaval is the, natural enemy to Crocodile too. That's nice to have. Okay. Not terrible. I can also go... I'm a little scared of... It is Intimidate. That's Life Orb, likely. There's a knockoff coming. It could have Stealth Rock too. Quaquaval. I think Quaquaval is what's going to win me the game if I can get like a late game AV going. So I'm not going to let it take damage now. I'd rather go to Love Disc here. The least valuable Pokemon, they go Stealth Rock. I'm going to Surf here. I could substitute on a Switch, which is honestly not that bad. I'll do that instead. They go to Hitmontop. Ooh, this is tricky now. Can I go Bramble on that? So, like, why would you go Hitmontop on Love Disc? You're playing for the Rapid Spin and then Outspeed is what you're playing for. And Whirlpool doesn't work. Like, Rapid Spin gets rid of Whirlpool too. So they're probably going to Rapid Spin here. I can go the Brambler on that. They bulked up. Okay. And now I'm in trouble. I'm in a lot of trouble. I don't have... So I could Terra here on the Triple Axle. And then I could Strength Sap too. If I drop their attack by 1, what happens? They still knock me out. Is my play to Terra Fairy now? But if I Terra Fairy, I think I do win. I do win 1v1 if I Terra... No, I probably don't even win 1v1, do I? And I'm going to let them Rapid Spin too. I mean, and our team is incredibly slow. What I think I have to play for... Damage it and then outspeed it with Dialga. How much does my Draco Meteor do? It does 50. That's disgustingly low. Oh, this is a terrible, terrible position to be in. Okay, I have an idea. $75 is what Draco does. Power Whip does around 40. I can play for the surprise Terra Dragon on Hitmontop, and I think I'm going to do that. Ideally, we dodge Triple Axle, but, it happens if we don't. I'm going to Power Whip and then Terra Dragon Dialga. Yep, okay. Come on, do we get lucky here? No, that's fine. Go to Dialga. We will Terra Dragon here. I think this Pokemon's... Like, you don't want to be Terraing for such little value, but because we have such a bad matchup into it, it's, worth a shot. Live to fight another day instead of auto-losing right now. And, they can also realize something's up. They might switch out, but it's just tough. Because, what options do we have? It's a very kind of bad team almost. Quaquaval, not great. Magnezone, not great. Cleaver, not great. Love Disc, worst matchup ever because of Rapid Spin removing Whirlpool. So we will take this opportunity here. For the Terra Dragon. I don't like it, but it is what it is. And we can play for the Quaquaval win later if we get rid of this threat. There we go. Okay. Okay, here we go. We have Crocodile maybe. I think we're still fine. Being pure dragon is nice. If it can't have play rough if you have knockoff. Is that true? I'm not entirely sure if that's true or not. But if this has play rough, we're in trouble again because we got rid of our steel typing. But I think it's fine. It's overall fine. Live to fight another day. We've weakened Crocodile. If they go Pikachu here, I have to... They go to Mew. Okay. Mew? Can't I Thunder Wave you? If I Thunder Wave you, we trade Thunder Waves. Sure. But at this point, I'm okay with that. I'm really okay with that. Mew's a big threat. I'm okay with trading. You could have Taunt, I believe. Yeah, Taunt is not an option here. So I'm not entirely sure. Okay, we're going to be trading. Yeah, T-Wave, Synchronize. Yep, okay, cool. Okay. Life Orb. I want to get my Stealth Rock up too. I want Stealth Rock. It's going to be good for Quaquaval if I can get it going. Let's get our Stealth Rock up. Okay. There we go. Beautiful. Okay. Dialga, low HP Dialga is not doing much anymore. We'll Heavy Slam for damage. Okay, that's fine. Ideally, we get a little bit lucky, but that's fine if we don't. Perfect. Good. Yeah, we'll trade here. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. If I go to Magnezone... So I want to set up a chain where Crocodile Revenge kills Magnezone. Congratulations, right? But then Quaquaval comes in and farms it with Rapid Spin. That's an angle I want to play for. But I think it's too early to do that. It's too early to do that because they have so many unrevealed Pokemon and they still have Terra. What I like instead is Love Disc. I want to be able to get my Endeavors off. I'm going to try and substitute on a paralyzed Pokemon. Okay, there we go. Unfortunately, Love Disc is so weak, we don't even knock him out here. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's expected outcome, that's fine. Yeah, 4-on-4, but it's very dubious because we don't have Terrestrialization, which I value at about 1.5 Pokemon-ish. But they don't know we have Quaquaval, and we know that Quaquaval can farm Crocodile. If we get that one Aqua Step, all of a sudden we're outspeeding Pikachu, we have Moxie Boost. It's tricky, but we have to find out more about their team and then, you know, shoot our shot. AV is helpful. If they have all special attackers remaining, that AV is coming in handy too. They go to Crawdont. This isn't even that bad. Quaquaval can beat Crawdont. I'm going to substitute one time. They Dragon Danced. They're still slower than me, though. Okay, if I Endeavor, I bring them down to 64 HP. And that's fine. Okay, Love Disc, are you making a move here? Okay. Oh, you die, Love Disc? Oh, that's terrible from you. You are not cooking. Okay, now... Okay. I can't go Quaquaval because they would die. Okay, so I have to sacrifice Cleaver? I think I sacrificed Cleaver. I want to create the Quaquaval bait strategy. That's how I win the late game here. Or what if I go Magnezone? I go Magnezone. You know, I'm going to die to Knockoff. So you're not going to click Crab Hammer because it's inaccurate when you know Knockoff kills. So I'm going to go Cleaver, live the Knockoff. There. Oh, okay. Well, you just died anyway. We'll go back to Magnezone on, hopefully, Crocodile. And now we have Quaquaval. Here we go. It's your time, Quaquaval. The late game finish. We're going to activate a speed boost. We're going to activate a Moxie boost. And we're going to hope the final Pokemon cannot beat us. Let's see what's up. Okay, Terra Ground. We're in. If it has Fake Out, we lose. If it has Fake Out, we lose. Let's find out. Okay. Oh, they have Fake Out, don't they? All right, GG. I think a little bit of a poor matchup, but I think they also played well. Where it's a best of 3, we'll head into game 3. All right, we're into game 3. Como versus Frostmoth. Okay. We have a Swanna, a Mimikyu. Pheasantipity's kind of cool. Mamo's kind of cool. It's a cool team. It's not, you know, amazing. It's cool, though. If they go for Ice Beam, we're basically like trading 1 for 1. I don't want to go Mammo because I'm scared of a Quiver. They should also be maybe scared of me, but if they think I'm a special attacker, they might not be scared of me. Either way, I'm happy to trade damage on Frostmoth. I believe, yeah, I think I'm happy to trade damage. I'm not particularly weak to it, but anything with Quiver and Terra is always a threat, so I'm okay with trading damage. They do switch out, so that's good for me. Do we get 4? Crit's nice. Crit's nice. 5 hit with crit, we take that. Now we have options. We have Pheasantipity. We have Swanna. Both of them are good. They're going to knock off, you know, undoubtedly, right? I think Pheasantipity is a little bit immediately more threatening with Swords Dance. Swanna is more of like a defensive pick, so I'm going to go Pheasantipity on knock. They drain. Even better. Okay. They go to Garganackle, and now we have our first big decision here. Do we Terra Blast Ground? From what we can tell, they are a little bit weak to Pheasantipity. Terra Blast Ground would rock him right here, right now. We don't need our Fairy typing because we have Swanna for fighting, and we have another Fairy and Ice for Dragon. But it's a very early committal of Terra. We're going all in if we Terra now. Decisions. And Terra Ground's also kind of an obvious play, too. Pheasantipity feels like it has a strong matchup. I think we can afford to... We don't have to commit now. We can commit later. Yep, so we did catch him on their Terra, so that's a really good Terra to get them into. So we've convinced them to Terra. The question is, what do we have for Garganackle? We have more Pico, we knock off, and then what? We can go to Swanna and start Hydro Pumping, maybe? Oh, this Garganackle is a threat. Okay. It's a big threat, in fact. Ooh, this is a big threat. How do we want to play the Garg here? This is a tricky Pokemon for us. It's basically just really good into every single one of our Pokemon. That's the main problem with it. We knock it off, get rid of the leftovers, and win a Hydro Pump game versus it. Or, if we... But we can't beat this 1v1. Not with Pheasantipity. Do I want to go Mammo? No, Mammo's even worse. It doesn't do anything. Okay, well, more Pico, knock off, and start special attacking it. Alright, here we go. Do not like this at all. Do not like seeing the Terra Ghost Garganackle. Okay, 31. Item knocked off. They body press. Cool. Oh, man. Okay, what? Okay, is Mamoswine Flinch in play? Terrible idea. Not very risky, low value. All right, here we go. We have a team of 5 physical attackers into Garganackle and 1 mixed attacker. So this is what we're going to have to do. Is there anything better? I don't think we have anything better, do we? This is just, it is what it is, right? Here we go. Okay. Yeah, this is not good. Okay, what other strategies do we have? We have flinch opportunities as well, but this is bad. This is bad. Okay, what's our crit number? If we crit, how much do? We do 58 to 69, not enough. If we hit every Hydro Pump, we can run out the Recover PP, and because we've made them commit Terra, that's also not even terrible. Yeah, this is not good. We have to get a little bit lucky. Okay. There we go, that's 1. We have to force them to recover. They only have 5. That's what we're playing for. We have to hit Hydros. Here we go. That's fine. We got the crit the first time around. Okay. Not good. They're already down. They're only down to 4. It's just... Okay, what else do we have? We have Icicle Crash flinches. We have Swords Dance into Shadow Sneak crit. Do I Terra Ground the Swanna just to make myself better into Salt Cure? But if I do that, I'm weaker to Body Press. I guess it does buy me time, but enough time to do what? It's just bad. It's very bad. I think we have to do it. We're gonna Terra Ground Roost. But that's such a bad play because they know I'm roosting here too, or Hydro Pump. That's whatever. We have to. Yep, they did body press correctly. All right, let's try it again. 42. We're gonna have to play flinches now. Flinch, crit. We're playing for all of those, but. Okay. Okay. Come on, Mamo. We have to play for flinch, and crit is what we're playing for here. Okay. Just need a ton of them. We need a ton of them here. Okay. They're down to 1 recover. Come on, just give me that crit. If I can break through Garganackle, Fezandipity has a chance. 19, flinch. Salt Cure, okay. Opportunity number 2. Let's go for it, Mimikyu. So I believe Play Rough is actually stronger. We need crits, though. Do any of these have a high crit? No. Okay. 28. Okay. They're down to 1 recover. Come on, give me a crit. 17. I have flinches with Como as well. I have flinches with Como. Is playing for crit better than playing for crit? I think that could be it. So I take too much damage. We'll Swords Dance 1 time. We have to play for crit now. All right, if I crit, I can win. Yep, they're at 0 recover. It's just too little too late. And 1 more crit chance. Doesn't even kill, probably. I guess. Okay. Let's try again. All right, let's try 1 more crit. The 1 versus 6 if we crit. Okay, let's try 1 more. And did not get it, so we're gonna lose. So you play 5 best of 3s in the random battle stage of the group stages of the tournament. So that's how it's gonna be. Do we lose? Yep. GG, and I'll see you guys for the next matchup.